What is up, guys? So, this is gonna be my video today. I wanted to, in honor of doing like this volunteer work that I've been doing, I wanted to talk about service. So, and not in like a weird preachy way, because I feel like when I said that it sounded weird and preachy, but it's not. Okay, so basically, I have to do community service for this class, but I kind of just wanted to talk about why I think everyone kind of should get into doing that, and like kind of like just kind of serving your community and helping out. And I don't know, what I really want to say is that I feel like people need to more so like think about how they can help people even though they might be struggling. You know what I mean? So I wanted to tell you guys a story that happened to me. It was pretty crazy, honestly. So I was at the gas station, and I know this is so ratchet, but my car, like when I go to the gas station, my car will not start. It's just at the gas station. Oh my god. It's just the gas station. I don't know why, but like, so I have to trick my car into starting, okay? I got this whole process. Like, basically, I get my gas, and then I have to turn my car on, and it does that, like, you know, it stalls kind of, it doesn't stall, that's not the right word. It, you know, it jerks kind of, whatever, and I have to, like, press the gas, and then real quick change it to drive, and then, like, drive, and then I have to drive for, like, a while. Like, I have to kind of, like, get the car going. I have to, like, trick it into working, basically, okay? Now, this is my struggle every time I go to the gas station, so you can imagine my anxiety whenever I have to get freaking gas. But that's not the point of the story. So, basically, I was at the gas station, and, this happens every time. Every single time I go to the gas station. And I was there. Hi, Sekwa. Hi, baby. And this woman came up to me, and she was like talking to me, and she was like, oh, I really like your hair, like, you know, just talking to me, whatever. And I was like, oh, she's nice, like, cool. And then she was like, do you have like a few dollars you could spare so that I could get some gas? And, you know, let me just let you know, I was struggling, man. I only had like a few dollars, and usually I don't even carry cash, but that day I had some cash, and I kind of was like, man, she tried to, like, you know, come up to me and, like, talk to me and give me compliments, and then she wants to ask for money. You know, that was my first judgment or whatever. And then I was like, this is all I have, and I only had $3, but I gave it to her. I was like, okay, like, yeah. And then, you know, I saw her kind of going around. She kind of, like, was asking a couple other people. And, you know, the more you start to figure out about a situation, you know, the more you understand it, the more you kind of sympathize with it. And so later I found out there were kids in the car, and then later on when I was getting my gas and stuff, she came back and she was like, thank you so much, like, I really appreciate it. So, you know, like, you just kind of have to be in that human moment where you, like, understand that everyone is struggling. Like, everyone is struggling, and even if you're struggling yourself, like, it doesn't mean that you shouldn't be, like, generous and kind of help other people out. So anyway, the cool part of the story, kind of, like, was that after that happened, you know, I felt like, okay, like, I did something good, and I feel happy that I did that. My car started, guys. Like, my car started, and it never, ever, 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 ever starts when I go to the gas, after I get gas. Okay, and it was just a crazy moment. It was like the universe was just telling me, like, you did the right thing. And the lesson of that whole thing was just, like, help people out, because sometimes people need help, you know what I mean? And, like, man, it was just a very, very cool moment for me. I was like, wow, like, that was straight up a message from the universe saying, like, good job, like, that's your lesson. And so ever since then, I just try to be conscientious. I just try to be conscientious, you know, stuff like that. So, and by the way, my car has, again, never started again since that time. It was only happened one time that it started, which is even, it just, like, makes it even crazier, okay? So, anyway, so I'm doing this community service for this class that I have to do, and honestly, the experience is, like, very interesting. I feel like, personally, I have, like, a passion towards homeless people. So I really kind of want to get into doing some kind of service for them. But this service that I'm doing right now is more geared towards the elderly or like the disabled sort of, and like bringing them food and stuff like that to their house. And through this experience, I actually gained perspective about, I know this is going to sound so weird and like rude, but when I was younger, for some reason, I was kind of afraid of old people. I know that's so weird, like, they're just people, whatever. But I don't know what it was. They kind of freaked me out. It's because I never grew up around older people. I never grew up really around my grandparents. Like, I had met them a couple times. So I just never had, like, connection with an older person. But the two other people that were with me, the driver and the other woman who was volunteering, they were both older adults. And going into this situation where I found out that they were my partners or whatever, I was kind of like, ooh, like I'm a little nervous, you know. And it was like my first time going, so I was kind of overwhelmed by everything that, you know, we were supposed to be doing. And, you know, you have to find their house. And I don't know, it's not that hard, but it's, you know, it's overwhelming the first time. And so, I don't know, I got to talking with them, and they were just so cool. Like, you know, they were like, I mean, obviously, they were just people, you know what I mean? We were all just, like, having good conversation, and it just really, like, changed my perspective. So, I don't know, I just feel like, I wanted to make this video about kind of just, don't be afraid to reach out to people, and even when you're struggling, like, don't let that be the reason, you know, you don't help someone else out. I feel like that could have been said more eloquently, but whatever. I don't know. I guess that's kind of just like what I wanted to make this video about. And I also just wanted to touch on the fact that as we move forward with these videos, I think this is like what it's gonna be. It's just gonna be me talking and saying my experiences and spreading love and like just trying to pass on a message to people who watch these videos. I'm like, hey, but yeah, I don't know. Oh, that's what I wanted to say. I'm not perfect, okay, guys? Like, this is, all the things that I'm gonna be talking about in these videos are not necessarily, like, this is what I do, like, this is how I live my life, like, you know what I mean? It is, like, it's what I strive to be, it's what I want to, that's, like, the better version of myself, like, what I'm sharing with you guys, and so I just want everyone to know, like, kind of, as a disclaimer that, you know, everyone's human and no one's perfect and we can only strive to live our best lives. So, you know, I just don't want you guys thinking I'm like some angel and don't ever do anything wrong. It's just, it's all a learning experience, a learning process. So, I don't know, that's what I wanted to make my video about today. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope you guys really go out and like get involved in your community, like, because it really just brings perspective to everything, like your life and what is important and just human connection and, you know, all that good stuff. But yeah, so thank you for watching. Subscribe, comment, like, let's connect, let's share, and yeah, so thank you, peace. I'm like, I said thank you and bye like 10 times. You're like, end this freaking video. Anyway, yeah. Bye.